This is a HeadGum podcast.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first.
Like, you know to check that when you're emailing Emily, you're emailing the right Emily and not the Emily you haven't spoken to in 10 years for complicated reasons.
Checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois. Persona Nutrition delivers science-backed, personalized vitamin packs that make daily wellness simple and convenient. In just minutes, you get a plan tailored to your health goals. No clutter, no guesswork, just grab-and-go packs designed by experts. Get a personalized supplemental plan in just a few minutes with Persona's free online assessment. With your subscription, you get unlimited free nutritionist consultations that are included with your plan, so you're never on your own. Daily packs are delivered right to your door, making it easy to stay consistent with your health goals.
I took the Persona assessment. The results were eye-opening. I want to increase my energy, and this quick quiz allowed me to select that as a priority. And right away, I got great recommendations. I had a daily pack ready to go, including B12 and creatine, ordered right to my door. Persona also offers a free nutritionist consultation that I'm very keen to try.
Go to personanutrition.com/handsome today and take the free assessment and get your personalized daily vitamin packs for an exclusive offer. Get 40% off your first order. That's personanutrition.com/handsome and take the free assessment now. Handsome, chatting with friends on the Handsome Pod. Chatting with friends on the Handsome Pod. Cheers. Welcome to the Handsome Pod. I'm one of your hosts, Fortune Feimster.
And I'm May Martin.
And I am your third and final host, Tig Notaro.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hi.
I have
How
missed
are
y'all
ya?
so much.
Do ya?
Yeah, I've been thinking about you, and now you come on here with this sexy new haircut
Yes, I did.
and
yes, I
your
did.
lumberjack shirt,
Yes, I did.
just looking all handsome-y.
Very
Now,
Jack Kerouac vibe.
Here's something interesting that I didn't know. I'm in jeans, a white t-shirt, and a flannel.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And somebody here in Toronto, I'm out here filming season 2 of Starfleet Academy. And they said, thank you for wearing your Canadian tuxedo. Is that
Oh,
It's supposed to be all
also with a
jeans.
flannel?
yeah, incorrect.
Incorrect.
That's what I thought, but
Who
I
is this?
thought,
Who's this dumbass Canadian?
hey,
kidding. I
there's
love
already
Canadians.
enough
They're-
trouble
I love
between the
them all.
U.S. and Canada.
I
Sorry.
think that's an imposter. I think that is an
I think it's
American.
American, yeah.
Yeah, because definitely Canadian tuxedos double denim, right?
That's
It's
what
double
I thought.
denim.
To me, you're wearing like almost an American iconic classic combo
Yeah,
there.
this
Like,
was a dumbass American who said this.
Hey, Fortune Marie.
What? I'm calling it like I see it.
Okay. Well, either way, I just I said, yeah, and I thought, wow, I must not know something, and I was just zipping between wardrobe and hair and all that, and just was I didn't go back to do my typical thing of, I'm sorry, I didn't fully understand. Can you go back and explain to me what? And I don't mean this as any offense. I just want to clarify. Were you saying? I feel like
Mhm.
that's me walking around the planet.
If anything,
really? Do you feel like you do that? Like you're like something will stay in your mind, and then you'll go, when you said on Wednesday that.
Oh, I can't move on.
Oh,
like
really?
if somebody, huh?
I said, oh, really?
Are you being sarcastic? Because I need to go back and clarify. Are you being sarcastic?
No.
No, just if somebody says something and I don't fully understand, I have to stop and get clarification.
If anything, you look like the brawny paper towel guy.
What about just a lesbian?
Yeah. Yeah,
There's
Fortune.
that.
Nobody has mentioned that. Everybody's like Jack Kerouac, Brownie. How about
You look
Tiggy?
like a big old dyke.
Okay, Dyke. Yeah.
Oh man.
I think that's good to check for clarification because think about all the misunderstandings in the world that you could like carry a grudge for years just because you didn't check. What did you mean
Mhm.
by that?
Oh my gosh. I am constantly just needing to understand. And then a few times I step I make a misstep and I come across as more aggressive than I meant to be.
Right.
And
Because you're saying,
because I'm not meaning to be aggressive. I'm just trying to get my point across, or like go back and clarify and ask some questions. And then it's like, oh, whatever. And then I'm like, no, I did it again.
To them, it sounds like you're going, hey, can I just clarify? Why were you such an asshole 2 days ago?
Right. And I see you're back from May. You're no longer.
I thought about you today, that you'd notice that I did come back early, but I might go back out there. But
I don't think you will.
I'm supposed to be there till, for another 5 days or something. And then today I'd been alone for 3 days. Then I had friends come up, and my friend was packing up her car, and she was packing, and I suddenly thought, I got to get in that car. I got to get out. I got to get out of here. And so I packed up as much as I could, and I'm back for a couple of days, and it's real. I got to say, it's really nice.
Well, let me ask you this. Did you bring all your stuff back in the Uber?
No, I brought what I could fit in my friend's car, and then I got still stuff up there. So I got to go back.
You got to go back. Okay.
Or are you going to send your assistant?
I could.
May was I didn't even think of that.
I never think of that. But yeah, you're right. I could do that.
Oh, well.
Just pay for the gas.
It is nice to be back.
What is so nice about being back? Like specifically that's hitting you where you're like, this feels good.
I think I just have like a creeping sense of guilt about being like on vacation, like just, and not that I'm doing work up there, like I'm gonna do all the same things here, but it's just nice. And all my little objects, it's nice to know I can get my forks, not there. Well, that's a bad example, but like stuff that's mine,
And
Very
what are you
Taurus
working
energy.
on currently?
I'm working on a pitch for a new series that I'm pitching soon, and then all kinds of stuff.
Because Wayward is just
It's like a limited series. Yeah.
limited series. Okay.
It's 8 eps. But man, I had a good time up there, guys. And I'm going to go back. And I had my friends from grade 8 come and visit. Did I tell you about that?
No.
Up there in the woods?
So these are friends who, if I'm being honest, we weren't even that close in grade 8.
I appreciate that honesty.
You gotta be.
Mm-hmm.
But we were friends in middle school. And then they had come to shows in the past couple of years. And then I hear myself go to one of them about 3 months ago. I go, you should come to this cottage that I rented. And she even was like, you don't know me. And she goes, what are we going to talk about? Like people from grade 8? And I was like, exactly. That's
Were you
what I
interested in
mean.
her at all?
No. These are 2 old friends. Yeah. Not both married, but 2 old friends.
Uh-huh.
So one of them flew from San Francisco, one from Vancouver. And it was so fun. And they brought their yearbooks, and we went through. We talked about every single teacher and student. We talked about where they are now. We talked
That's
to
cute.
shed light on their middle school experience too. It was incredible.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
And
I can't believe they came with someone that you barely have talked to.
I know. And it was the
in
best.
years.
It was like picking up where we left off. And I do have, so Amy brought her old grade 7 diary. So she was 13 and we weren't even that close. So I was like, oh, there won't be anything about me in there. Can I read you guys this
Please.
toxic diary entry?
Yeah.
So this, I guess, okay, Claire and I, there says Amy and Claire. Claire and I had beef because she made out with Mark Ravenzemla.
Oh,
I had heard about that.
Yeah.
Everybody heard about that.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's referenced in this diary. So, okay, so this is what Amy wrote. And she presented it to me. She goes, oh my God, this is so funny. Like you, and I'm hearing it going, I'm toxic in this. Like I am so clearly in love with this guy, Will Smythe. And I've invited over Claire and Amy to Will's house.
Smythe.
Yeah, Will Smythe.
Not to be confused with Will Smith.
Yeah, he's the knockoff do-it-yourself version.
Yeah.
The DIY Will Smith.
Okay, so picture me, braces, acne. I'm friends with a boy, which I'm excited about. And I'm at his house. And I think I've decided I'm going to invite over these 2 other girls to just show him I have friends, or show them I'm friends with a cool boy. That's my interpretation. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
May called me from Will's house and invited me over. Oh, and by the way, I'm in this diary entry. I'm she, her, and I'm just going to do that.
Okay.
I really, I mean,
Because
I
you're
couldn't
going
have
back
been
to
more.
that time.
Yeah.
You couldn't have been more what?
More she, her in that moment, like braces, acne, long hair.
Oh.
obsessed with Will. Okay.
Will Smythe.
Will Smythe. Okay, May called me from Will's house and invited me over. So I went to his house. Claire was there too. Claire was flirting so much with Will, and he was reacting even though May hates Claire and Will is good friends with May. May didn't like it at all. So then we kind of played broken telephone between the three of us, with me being in the middle. So I'm saying to Amy, can you tell Claire this? Because I'm not speaking to Claire, even though I've invited them over.
Okay.
So May asked if Claire liked Will, and Claire said no. Then May said, still through me, that she was leading him on and it was bad. Then Claire just leading on Will. Also, how is it my business? I'm like, you're leading him on. Like, just because I love him, right? Like, clearly I'm in love with him.
And you weren't getting a vibe from him?
No, all I remember about him is people would say, oh, you guys are like Ross and Rachel. Like, will they, won't they? And I was like, they will. Trust me. And he was not interested. Okay, then this is so dramatic.
But maybe now that you've had top surgery,
you think then Will would be into it?
Maybe he'd be like, hey, that's all I was looking for is a little short hair, top surgery. You know what I mean? Because that is, you before was not what he was looking for. You don't have acne, you got short hair, got top surgery.
What I'm getting from this is that Will is wildly interested in everyone else but me. But okay, it's almost over, but it gets dramatic. So then Claire just stood up and sat as far away as possible from us. I felt really bad because I was the one who said it, and I think Claire was kind of mad at me, but then everything was okay. Later on in the night, get this, Will was flirting with me, she says. So now Will starts flirting with Amy.
Oh my gosh.
This is crazy. My plan has backfired, right?
This is blowing my mind.
Thank you, Tig.
Yeah.
And all Will wants is to get blown.
Right?
Fortune Marie!
What?
For the whole end of the movie, we were watching Road Trip, classic.
Mm-hmm.
Will had his head in my lap and his arm around my lower back.
Whoa.
So imagine me fuming at this, right?
Oh, for sure. Steam is blowing out of your ears.
This is so bad. It says, while he was like that, May whispered to me, asking if I liked him. I said, I don't know. Then she said he liked me. So I told her I liked him. And this is so embarrassing. For the rest of the night, May kept taking us aside one at a time.
No. To talk about this?
Yeah, May kept taking us aside one at a time. And then at the end of the night, she said that Will's going to camp this weekend for 2 months anyway. So that's why he doesn't want to ask me out. I was like, okay, but it was so embarrassing to be me. The end.
Oh my God.
And do you have any recollection of this?
There's some distant memory of being at his house and being excited. Maybe he was like, can we invite some other people over? This is boring. And I start calling through my class list and I get Amy and Claire over. And
were they just inseparable?
They were pretty close, but not besties. No.
Oh,
so the fact that the three of us were there and then the three of us have now found each other at this cottage.
Oh my
20
God.
years later.
I just love you pulling everyone aside. You're like, we need to talk about this.
How controlling.
You really needed to get information over and over again.
I'm just like trying to establish who likes Will. Does Will like them back? And then I want to let them know, listen, he's going to camp anyway, so you're not going to have him.
This is that perfect example in life where it's like, get over it now because you're going to eventually get over it.
100%. That would have felt so intense to me in the moment. And yeah, I have no memory of it.
And does anyone know where Will is?
No, I actually just looked for him on Instagram. There's a lot of Will Smythes.
He's getting jiggy with it. No. Get it? Thank you. I'll be here all day.
William?
How insane to take people aside one at a time.
You got to get that information, baby. That's how you do it. Hey,
and do you connect with that part of yourself still? That you're like, even if it's not totally exactly what you're reading, are you like, that is a little bit like
yeah, that's what I'm hating it. Is that yeah, it does. Well, the like almost limerence, like I'm just into someone. I got blinders on, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm getting myself in a mess about it, and I can just feel the emotional energy like radiating off me.
Yeah,
yeah. What do you think would have happened if it was the three of us and Will?
You'd have him.
You would totally get Will.
Do you think?
Oh, yes, I do.
What would we have done with Will?
Well, Fortune and I would have been cuddling.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
I would have
and
been
then
combing Tig's hair, putting
braiding
lotion
it.
on her arms.
Yeah.
That was my go-to move. Was I just wanted to touch someone,
You'd put lotion.
mainly women.
And did you announce that beforehand? I just want
I
to
would
touch
just be
someone.
like, your arms look dry.
Are you serious?
Yeah. This is my signature move.
Your
Your arms look dry. Do you want me to put some lotion on them? They're like, sure.
There had to have been an entire school of girls talking behind your back going, oh my God, she put lotion on my arms too.
Mm-hmm.
She said my boobs look dry too.
Never talked about boobs. I was a classy gal.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first.
Like, to check that your auto mechanic knows exactly what kind of noise your car is making when you drop it off to get fixed. A ka-chunk ka-chunk is way different than a chunka chunka.
Checking first is smart, so check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois. This episode of Handsome is brought to you by Wild Grain. Wild Grain is the first bake from frozen subscription box for artisanal breads, seasonal pastries, and fresh pastas. Plus, all items conveniently bake in 25 minutes or less. Wild Grain's boxes are fully customizable, and they're constantly adding seasonal and limited time products for you to enjoy.
Fall is here, and what's more autumnal than a box of seasonal items from Wild Grain? I got a box with their apple cider donuts and pumpkin cinnamon biscuits, and it just puts me in the right state of mind for fall. This fall, treat yourself and your loved ones to warm sourdough breads and seasonal baked goods from Wild Grain. Rumor has it they still have apple cider donuts and pumpkin cinnamon biscuits, so get them before these seasonal items sell out.
For a limited time, Wild Grain is offering our listeners $30 off the first box, plus free croissants in every box when you go to wildgrain.com/handsome to start your subscription. You heard me. Free croissants in every box and $30 off your first box when you go to wildgrain.com/handsome. That's wildgrain.com/handsome, or you can use promo code handsome at checkout. Don't miss their seasonal products.
I kept it to lotion, and I would just it kept it to the arm, right here, the forearm.
The forearm.
And it was the
arm
greatest
is
feeling in the
connected
world.
to the boob, though.
That's true.
Didn't touch a single boob.
I don't believe you.
I promise you.
I think you were putting lotion on dry boobs.
I was too scared of women to try any sexual thing. Lotion was as far as I got.
But you didn't even know then that you were
No, I
wanting
had
to
no
try.
clue. But
Yeah.
I mean, there's a couple friendships I had in high school that were clearly so gay,
Yeah. So
but
like
without
enmeshed and-
without any kissing.
Yeah.
But it was like writing notes to each other, leaving them in the on each other's car, in the lockers, being so intense when they would like have a date, going
Yeah.
over to their house and like spooning and cuddling and just like so intense about each other. I'm like, this was so gay.
Were you like, let me spoon you?
No, we just did it. We just
Oh.
like were cuddling, and I remember this one girl's mom kind of looking at us like, what is happening? And we were like hugging on each other all the time, and like it was
Wow.
yeah.
I wasn't affectionate at all.
I love affection.
I
touch
enjoy
gal.
it now. I'm just saying at that age, I was not. If somebody was going to cuddle me or
You wouldn't have
show
liked it?
No, I would have been like, what?
Still bored.
Just freeze up. So I feel like your move might have been, would you like kind of make fun of people as you're flirting? Like your move, you'd focus in on some, but you didn't even know you were flirting, but you were just like, I always make fun of that one girl because I like how she laughs when I do it. I had that
me?
a bit. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, definitely. And I had this one friendship. I guess I had 2, maybe 3 friendships where there definitely was a gay vibe, and I definitely felt like they saw me as like their boyfriend or
Yes.
something.
Yeah.
And I would easily upset them, and they were I had one of them, her boyfriend came up to me and asked me to stop spending as much time with her.
Oh
my God, funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I was clueless. I was just like, I didn't know. It's that thing that it's just naturally there between people, and
Yeah.
the connection is kind of crushy, romantic,
Yeah.
but you're young, and yeah, it was confusing.
Yeah.
For sure. But I wasn't putting lotion on anyone, and
I didn't have a crush on every single girl I was good friends
Yeah,
with, but there
right.
was a handful where
Yeah.
it was Crush City.
And have you talked about it now as an adult? Have you been like, yeah, I had a crush on you?
I don't think so. I don't think I've ever. A
Are
couple
you
of
in
them I'm
touch
not.
with
I don't
them?
talk to them anymore,
Yeah.
and a couple I do, but it was never a thing.
Time
Well,
to
let me
tell them.
recommend like getting your old middle school friends together to just shed light on like that time. Like there was so many details that I'd forgotten, and weird scandals in the class in grade 8 and things that I'd forgotten, and it was so nice.
I love it. I love how dramatic people are when they're young.
Especially middle school, it's just like
And then the
Everything's a big
people
deal.
that are so dramatic now, imagine what they were like in middle school.
Oh my God.
I mean, because there are still those people now that is, I cannot believe how dramatic and
Yeah.
stirring stuff up.
Yeah.
And then thinking about them as a kid, it's like, whew, Ghibli.
Yeah.
Ghibli.
So you're in Toronto, Tig?
Yeah, and I want to say one last thing about that. I've had a couple of people that I grew up with saying, did you have a crush on me? Or my friend thought you had a crush on me, like after they found out I was gay.
Yeah.
I did not have any knowledge of any crush on anybody,
Yeah.
you know?
And always the people that ask you are never the people that you had a crush on.
Yeah, where you're like, no.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm in Toronto. We've been on vacation for a long time, and then got back. Stephanie and Max and Finn went home, and I went to Toronto. And it's that weird feeling of I immediately miss my family when we said goodbye at the airport. But and this is no offense to anybody in my immediate family, but there was something nice to just check in to where I'm staying in Toronto and just decompress and settle, because we have been traveling nonstop for the past couple of months. And it feels nice, and it feels good to be back at Star Trek. Everybody's so nice, and I did almost 4 hours of ADR today.
Oh my God.
For the entire first season, where they just added more lines in, and I redid a few of my old lines where there was audio glitches or I didn't deliver it well. But they also just added so many, and
like full plot lines that are just on the back of your head.
Yeah. No, but I have to say, like, it looks really good. I'm really excited. And I had talked to my friend Alex, who is the creator and runs the whole Star Trek universe. And he was like, Tig, it's so good.
I love that.
Of course, you know, as we know, Holly Hunter is the lead, but also the young cadets on the show, every actor on this show, I'm just like, wow.
That's
You're
amazing.
good. You're good.
You're good.
You are good.
How do you find it watching yourself? Or you're used to it by now?
I'm used to it, but I'm more still kind of it's still fun to see myself in the Star Trek world, where I'm like in like high stress explosion, you know, that kind of thing. And I'm just not normally in that, obviously.
You're seeing it with all the special effects done and everything?
No, not necessarily, but you like rock and get knocked over, and you know, just that kind of stuff.
So fun.
But just to see myself so intense, like trying to get us out of situations and telling everybody what to do as a commander. And I don't know, it's fun. I remain happy and proud to be a part of the Star Trek universe.
Is it the same crew? Like the same people
Um,
on set, like
no.
same makeup and hair and stuff?
There's some people that came over from Star Trek Discovery,
Nice.
but there's also some new ones, and they're all just talented, nice, great, all of those things, and it's true.
I'm pumped to go to Toronto. I'm jealous that you're there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be there soon. I think we're gonna miss each other though.
I spent 2 summers there. It's so weird not knowing I'm not going back. No more foo bar.
I know. How do you feel? I saw that. And how do you feel? And I'm so sorry
Wait.
about that.
That's all
Wait.
good.
Oh, did you post something on, I guess, on Instagram?
No, it just they didn't renew it.
Oh, okay.
That's so tough because did you, like when you end one season, if you think it's coming back, you don't really do all your goodbyes properly.
Yeah, I mean a lot of them live in LA, so it's just like Tig's hair person is the same one I had.
Yeah.
So it's so crazy. Like I miss so many of the crew.
Yeah.
It's weird not to get to say bye to them. But yeah,
I can tell her goodbye for you.
please.
Yes.
My sweet Sherilyn. There's like some not closure to it, and you kind of mentally go, oh, because we thought we'd maybe have 3 seasons, and that would have one more hurrah in Toronto, but it all worked out. I booked a new show that starts in a couple weeks that I'm excited about.
Wow, that's quick.
Yeah, it's a Will Ferrell
I thought you were gonna say
TV
it's like
show.
a Will Smythe situation.
It's just like Will Smythe, where I kept whispering if people like him.
But where
great.
you're sad about one thing for a minute and then something else comes along and
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I wouldn't have been able to do this one if that had been renewed. So it's like one door closes, this other cool opportunity opens. I love Will Ferrell. He's like and it's Will Ferrell and Molly Shannon. So you talk about when I was in high school, I worshipped them. They were my SNL cast, like that. I told him the other day. I said I watched your sketches and I memorized them and I performed them for my friends. And so
were they like, can we see it?
Yeah. And to like have this full circle moment where I'm like with the two of them is nuts. And it's a fun show. It's about he's a golfer and I play his caddy, but I'm like his mini me. I'm like his shadow like throughout the show, so it's a trip. I'll just be playing off of him for this entire show, so I'm really excited for it.
What is it on?
Netflix.
Oh, nice.
I'm so excited to see that comedy dynamic, whatever it is between you and him. Like,
and our hair's the same.
What?
And so is it just the 3 of you or are there other cast members?
There's a couple other people, but it's a smaller cast.
That's awesome.
Right. I mean, my fantasy is always getting people to laugh. Like if you get to crack up Will and ruin a take, that would be the dream.
I know. I mean, I did these 2 other movies with him, but like really only like a short scene in one. And then the other movie I did with him recently, he and I didn't have scenes together. But I just doing the one scene with him in that first movie, I was like, this is like the dream. And then the scene got cut.
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
So it feels like, okay, that was just like a fun practice to this. Cause
this makes up for all of that.
Yeah, and the way that it's written is it's going to lend itself to a ton of improv and a ton of bouncing. Like, we're basically going to be like, a duo for a good chunk of it. I mean, he's the star, but like, I'm like the person that he keeps coming back to. So it's a trip.
You guys are going to become one of those famous comedy duos. Farrell and Fortune.
Farrell and Fortune.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first.
Like, to check that your auto mechanic knows exactly what kind of noise your car is making when you drop it off to get fixed. A ka-chunk is way different than a chunka.
Checking first is smart, so check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois. This episode of Handsome is brought to you by Wild Grain. Wild Grain is the first baked from frozen subscription box for artisanal breads, seasonal pastries, and fresh pastas. Plus, all items conveniently bake in 25 minutes or less. Wild Grain's boxes are fully customizable, and they're constantly adding seasonal and limited time products for you to enjoy.
Fall is here, and what's more autumnal than a box of seasonal items from Wild Grain? I got a box with their apple cider donuts and pumpkin cinnamon biscuits, and it just puts me in the right state of mind for fall. This fall, treat yourself and your loved ones to warm sourdough breads and seasonal baked goods from Wild Grain. Rumor has it they still have apple cider donuts and pumpkin cinnamon biscuits, so get them before these seasonal items sell out.
For a limited time, Wild Grain is offering our listeners $30 off the first box, plus free croissants in every box when you go to wildgrain.com/handsome to start your subscription. You heard me. Free croissants in every box and $30 off your first box when you go to wildgrain.com/handsome. That's wildgrain.com/handsome, or you can use promo code handsome at checkout. Don't miss their seasonal products.
And
Farrell and Feimster.
Him and Molly are so at the table read, just watching the two of them is hilarious.
That's so great.
Does she have a caddy in it? Can we sign up? Can me and Tig be her caddies?
She's not a golfer in this, but
Okay.
you never know where it will go.
But that would be even funnier if she had two caddies and she's not a golfer.
Well, tell the writers. Let's call them up.
That's great.
Well, let's get to our question.
Today's question asker is a Screen Actors Guild and Writers Guild award-winning actor, comedian, musician, and writer who played Andy Bernard in The Office and Stu in the Hangover movie trilogy. He co-created and starred in Rutherford Falls and recently published a book titled Snafu. Ed Helms is asking today's question.
Nice.
Oh, hello, handsome. How are you? I am traveling. As you can see, I'm in a car. I just landed in Chicago, and I'm on my way to my hotel. And it's so funny. When you're traveling, I'm actually on my book tour right now, by the way. I'm going to shamelessly plug it. The book is called Snafu, The Definitive Guide to History's Greatest Screw-Ups. Read it. It will make you smarter, it will make you funnier, and it will make you a killer at dinner parties. So there's that. And yes, I'm on the road, and I keep, when you're traveling, you just keep running into these like little frustrations, these tiny little things these hiccups, things that go wrong, or are just moving through airports. There's like slow people in front of you, and you're in a hurry, or like you get to the hotel and like there's no soap, or there's no towel, or something like that. Just all these weird little annoying things that are super frustrating, and it just made me laugh, like how passionate we get about things that don't really matter that much. Things that don't really have that big of an impact on the universe, but those are some of the things that we just get so like intense about. So my question is, what is a really mundane hill that you will die on? What is something that is basically meaningless, but you have just an incredibly strong opinion about? All right.
I
Great
have one of
question.
these. First of all, Ed's so funny.
I
He
love Ed.
plays the banjo.
Yeah.
And that's such a fun instrument that I really wish I could play. It's so, like, I don't know in what world I would have, as a kid, been like, I want to play the banjo. And him and Steve Martin both play the banjo really well.
Mhm.
Also,
love
how
it.
that book sounds like my dream book. It's like interesting facts about history. It's like for
He also
people...
has a podcast called
About history?
Snafu. It's Snafu, the podcast.
Oh, I'm gonna
You
listen.
could be
'cause
learning
that's-
all these things right now on audio.
Mhm.
especially when he said you'll be a hit at dinner parties. I was like, oh, I can plan my human interactions.
He also had me moderate his Q&A for his Snafu book thing in Los Angeles. I just remembered.
Oh, no way.
Yeah,
Really?
it was a funny night. It was a funny night.
People are still so obsessed with The Office. It's
Uh-huh.
wild.
Yeah,
Yeah.
deeply.
I mean,
I was on The Office for one episode.
oh, really?
And and people they know me from nothing else but The Office. And they'll just be like, "Oh, are you from The Office?" And I'm like, I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It went
yeah.
off Netflix, but when it was on Netflix, it was like their most watched show of like all time, I think. Like
is one of those ones
rerun, right?
that you can just have on in your house while you're like, it's so soothing and so funny and never ages.
There's so
Yeah.
many of those seasons I've never seen.
Really.
Ed
Yeah.
is also one of those really kind of just sincere, nice guys. You
Mhm.
know,
Love
that
it.
his comedy can just sneak up on you, which makes it all the more hilarious.
Yeah.
Right.
Like aside, like I did this independent film with him years ago, and I had never, aside from being in The Office, I had never worked with him really. And I was stunned by, of course he's funny. He's on a show where you improv,
Mhm.
but like, I just kept saying to him, "Your stupid face," like, because it made me laugh every time I looked at him. And he had a million. I guess I'm just explaining improv to two people that know improv and do improv, but I was so, you know how not everyone is nailing it with improv.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ed Helms nailing it. Just such a funny guy.
That's
Mhm.
And to this day, he is like, "Yeah, me and my stupid face." Just a callback from that. But he's so kind of unassuming, you know?
Yeah.
Except he's walking around airports irate about
Yeah.
meaningless things.
So-
yeah.
And
True.
he's from The Office and a bunch of other things, the Hangover. So he's not terribly unassuming.
Yeah.
For- Fortune-
But,
Did you have a thing that
I have
You-
a hill I will die on. It's not travel related, though it happens a lot when I travel for sure. Because I will say in general, most things slide right off my back. I think I can say, and my friends would agree, that I'm pretty easygoing for the most part. I will get worked up for sure, like anybody, but in life in general, pretty chill.
you're a cool cucumber? Yeah.
I'm a cool cucumber. So if things go awry, whatever. But for whatever reason, I am so obsessed with my coffee order. And
Are you familiar with the comedian Henry Phillips?
no.
He has an internet, a video. He's so funny. He has a video series called "You and Your Fucking Coffee."
He would be annoyed by me.
Look up. Well, it's just all of those situations where people
Oh,
are
funny.
particular and outraged. Outraged. Check him out, Henry Phillips.
Is the one thing I'm very particular about.
Mm-hmm.
So here's my coffee drink of choice. It is espresso on ice with a little bit of oat milk. So technically, it would be considered an iced version of a cortado.
Cortado. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna remember that for we both have to write that down, Tig.
I already knew it before
Yeah,
she
write
said
this
that.
down, you guys.
Shit. If I get
So-
that wrong, okay, yeah.
So, here's the problem. Back in my other times in life, I would drink a latte. And then I went on this diet where you had to pull out all like the sugars and the creams and stuff, and I just drank straight espresso. So during that time, I learned to really love just espresso. But it's a lot. You need to cut it with some milk, because otherwise it can be kind of bitter. So it made me be very like cognizant of like how much milk is in a latte.
Mhm.
And a latte is essentially an entire cup of milk
Mm-hmm.
with a dollop of espresso. So it's almost white.
Mm-hmm.
So when you order a latte, you're drinking a cup of milk.
Yeah.
And I don't want a cup of milk as a
Right.
grown ass woman. I
Okay.
want to taste the espresso because I love the taste of espresso.
Mm-hmm.
So I will go to a coffee shop.
Now you
and
need
they're-
to settle down because we didn't do your order wrong.
I
Okay?
know, but
Don't
this is
take it
how-
out on us.
This is
Yeah.
how passionate I am,
All
you guys.
right, but
This is
ease
the-
up.
This is the
Fortune.
Fortune.
hill I'm dying on.
You're gesturing like you're running for office. Like
People are-
you're like
Maybe she
emphasizing,
will.
People
emphasizing
are
your
better.
points.
People are better about it now. But
Yeah.
in early days of ordering this, I would say to people, "Can I get an iced cortado?" And they go, "Cortados aren't iced." And I would say, "But it's just a cortado, and you
And
put
put
ice in
ice.
it." And
Yeah.
and there were baristas that would fight with me.
Yeah.
They're not iced, and I go, "Fine. Can I order a cortado, and can I buy a cup of ice?" No,
Yeah.
it's more work for them because now they've got to go foam the milk. You don't got to foam the milk in a nice cortado. You just pour the milk into the espresso. Bloop, there it is. So they
Bloop,
would
there
do all
it
this
is.
stuff, foam the milk, heat it up, put it in and then put it in a warm cortado cup, hand me the ice, and I would literally take the cortado and pour it into the ice.
Did
Now
you
I'm
do
just-
it like making eye contact?
Yeah. Now
Yeah.
I'm just wasting cups.
Yeah.
Even though I paid for the ice, it's so
You're
stupid.
not. They are.
They are. And it would drive me nuts. So I stopped asking for an ice cortado because so many people, ice cortado. Cortados are
Wait.
ice."
Where are you getting your coffee that they're talking like that?
There are coffee places where the baristas are real snotty.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now, the sweet spot that I've landed on now is I
Mhm.
say, I would like to order an espresso on ice with a little bit of oat milk, and there's no problem.
Yeah.
Guys, it's literally
Okay.
just an ice cortado.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you
for
had to
what-
describe each ingredient in order to get the
Yeah.
thing that you wanted.
I had to just say it all because then sometimes people would give me an iced Americano and then put milk in that. And I go, and I can taste it right away. I'm like, oh, there's water in this.
Right. You don't
And
want the
they're
water.
like, oh, yeah, you don't want water in it? No, I don't.
And so, what now? If someone
You
gets
sound
it
scared,
wrong,
May.
I am scared. Now, if someone gets it wrong and you're in a hurry, or they give you shit about it, like, are you telling them the way you just told us? Like,
Yeah,
the
I will
whole-
say, can I get espresso on ice with
Yeah.
a little bit of oat milk? Some baristas are so lovely that they'll make the espresso, put it in the ice, and they'll hand me the oat milk and go, here, do it yourself. And I go, thank you.
Oh, you like
Amazing.
that?
I
Mhm.
love it.
Okay.
Because here's where you want to land with your drink.
Uh-huh.
It needs to be like a caramel color. You
Mm.
don't want it too dark because that's not enough milk. You don't want it white because that's too much milk.
That's for babies.
It's
Say
for
it. Go on,
babies.
say it.
You want like a caramel colored drink. So I
Yeah.
do it just enough. I look at the color and I go, perfect.
Here's the thing. I mean, when I'm at a restaurant and I'm ordering dessert, I usually like something a little chocolatey,
Okay.
Yeah.
and I like to have just espresso. I love just straight espresso and
Yeah.
chocolate. Are you not into that?
I like at the end of like a nice Italian meal. Love it.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah.
But
Of
to start my
just
day,
espresso.
I want the milk in there.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah.
But
Alright.
you can also order a macchiato. That's
Uh-huh.
a espresso shot with just a little dollop.
I have
Yeah.
a question.
milk.
So you're against, you don't want water in your drink, but what happens as the ice melts? Like, do you have to drink it fast so that the
I
ice
just say-
doesn't dilute?
I have to say extra ice.
Mm.
You have to say extra ice.
How much ice are we talking? That was my next question.
Fill up the cup, baby.
Well, how big's the
Really?
cup?
Fill up the cup.
How
But
big is the
Some
cup?
of it's gonna melt, so that's why you don't want extra water. Because
No,
some of the ice will melt.
There's so many
But
baristas
when there's so much
listening.
ice in there, it keeps it nice and cold, and it doesn't
Baristas
melt
are
it doesn't
so
melt as fast.
Right. I see.
But are we talking like a small coffee cup? Or are we talking a
yeah,
venti?
like a no, a small, because you don't need all the milk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
small,
learned a lot
small,
about you
a
there.
small cup. And I'm such a snob about it, the taste of it. Even if they get it right, if I walk out of again, I'm not a waster of money. I appreciate the value of $1. I work hard for it. If I take a sip of it and it's disgusting, I will toss it in the trash can and drive to another coffee shop.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not going back in there going, hey,
not going back in there. No,
but you're tossing it.
That's just the bean then sucks.
Well, this morning, how do you feel about this? Even though you like your ice, your ice situation.
Yeah.
But when I was waiting for my ride to go to work this morning, I walked over to this coffee shop, and guess what?
What?
My drink was room temperature.
Oh.
Didn't ask for that.
No.
That infuriates. I wanted it hot. That infuriates me. And then I don't realize it's room temperature until I get in the car to go to my job. And then I'm like, oh my God, I'm drinking a room temperature. Yeah. That's irritating. But I'm not trying to jump on your coffee anger.
No, listen, there's just things you like a certain way. Mm-hmm. And that's literally the only thing I'm so particular about, to like an annoying level.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad that you're owning it. You deserve that specificity. And
you
precision.
And your fucking coffee. Henry Phillips. Look him up.
That's my thing, y'all.
I've been trying to think if I have a thing. Tig, do you have one?
What I appreciate very much is if I'm out to eat, I really appreciate if somebody asks before they take my plate.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
I just really appreciate that. I've worked in restaurants, and it doesn't matter what kind of restaurant, if it's nice, casual. It's not hard to just say, may I take this for you? Or are you finished with your meal? Because a lot of times people will just grab the plate when they see like 3 French fries on there. Guess what? I was going to eat them.
Saving.
And it's always awkward to like grab the plate or
I need those 3 taters.
Or like, oh, I was going to eat that, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I can let 3 French fries go. I think also it probably comes from my first boss when I worked in a restaurant saying that you should ask, like, can I refill your water, or may I take your plate?
Right.
Yeah.
And I guess, people are probably just busy and running around. They just want to get the job done, which I understand. But
yeah, consideration, and then also people doing their job well to make things run smoothly. Yeah.
Sometimes with a drink too, like an alcohol, like an old fashioned.
Sure.
They're small, like the content's small.
You love a tiny drink.
I know, I do. I like a tiny drink. But sometimes there's like a third of the drink left, and they'll grab it, and you're like, what? Like,
that's what I'm talking about. It's like with drinks or meals, that all it takes is, may I take this for you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's
Are you finished? Point. Yeah, that's all. It's from restauranting. Anything for you, May? Nothing irritates you.
Everything irritates me. Everything irritates me. But I feel like we all should have really, like, because this is sort of stand up in a way, is like, doesn't it get your goat when this happens? But all of us are like,
well, some
we don't
people
really do that type of stand up.
Some people just naturally rant about everything.
Yeah. Well, one thing that bugs me is, this is so specific, but let's say I'm getting in an Uber, which I often am, with a friend, and I go to one side and I open the back seat door to get in, and the friend behind me, instead of going around to get into the other seat, just stands behind
wants you
me
to scooch over.
Yeah, and I'm like, I go, okay, I'll go around, and then I end up going around. I'm like, I'm getting in the seat, just go around and open the other seat, or vice versa. Yeah, I don't know.
You're like, no scooching
necessary.
Scooching.
It's not necessary. Or if they're getting in first and I go around, and then when I open the door on the other side, they've scooched.
Oh, they scooched.
They scooch, and you didn't have to scooch.
No, let's be civilized. Also, mayonnaise on burgers and mayonnaise in general, I don't like.
What? Wow. So if you were given a burger and it had mayo on it,
or
would
aioli,
you eat it? Would you still eat it?
I'd be really stressed, and I'd be like, why didn't they say that on the menu? Mayonnaise to me has no flavor of its own. It's just like a lubricant, and
extra calories for no reason.
So just oily and greasy, and
and I'm sorry, what do you mean a lubricant?
It just lubes up the food. Because
Okay.
what does it taste like? Whiteness?
I don't know.
Egg?
Yeah, I don't
It's
know.
like,
I eat
like, you know, like a
veganese.
eggy olive oil.
I might like
Cream.
veganese more than regular mayonnaise. I just, don't put it anywhere near a burger. And don't eat your burger with a knife and fork. Just pick it
Don't
up.
do that.
Just
Don't
pick
do
it
it with
up like
pizza
an
either.
animal.
Yeah.
Oh, I have one more thing. Speaking of cars, this actually irritates the hell out of me.
Mm.
When I am in a car and I am backing out of a parking spot and somebody just inserts himself behind me and starts going, "You're good, just keep coming back, you're good." Where I'm like, who are you? Get the hell out from behind my car.
Oh,
You know
man.
what I mean? Like, I get they're trying to be nice, but
Yeah.
just like assuming that somebody,
Yeah.
again, I guess it's the assumption that somebody doesn't say, do you need help?
Yeah.
Just, you look in your rearview mirror and there's a stranger going, "All right, back it, you're good, 2 more feet, 2 more." I'm like, shut up.
They
Yeah.
think you're a pretty little lady that's in distress.
Yeah, look how I'm
Unsolicited
dressed.
advice, unsolicited feedback from male comics in green rooms when you're first starting out. You get off stage and they're going, "Yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah, you should do a tag of this." And you're like, "Did you say this to any of the other comedians?" Like, yeah, I don't like that. And I don't like when comedians are on stage and it's not going well. And so they start almost punishing the audience. Like, and they're like,
Oh yeah.
they almost go into
fussing
this
at 'em.
performance art of like, well, you just don't get it. Or like, and I'm like, people paid to come, like don't punish them. You know what I mean?
What
It's
is
like
the
someone's got-
performance art, though, of you don't get it?
it's like people in forgetting that their job is to make it work. So they're doing bits that aren't going well and they start blaming the audience. Or they start doubling down, or they're milking the silence, and in a perverse way they're enjoying like that they're bombing. And I'm like, just the joke didn't go well. You can make fun of
Okay.
yourself or address that it didn't go well, but don't be like, "You're
Don't
wrong.
blame the
That's funny."
audience.
So
Yeah.
often I've heard people say, "That's really funny," and you're wrong. And it's like, well, maybe you didn't say it right. I don't know. Try to.
I had this show years ago, some terrible one-nighter gig in a beach town in Northern California. And I tanked so hard. And I was tanking so hard.
Yeah.
And I just decided to stop. And I sat on the stool and I analyzed my set in front of the audience. And that they were confused at first, and then they started to come around.
That I love.
Okay, because I was like, I am so confused. I've been on tour. I'm having a terrible night, and I need to figure out what this is. That thing, like in the beginning of the podcast, where I'm like, I have to go back and get clarification.
Yeah.
I did it in the middle of my set, where I analyzed my set. And the audience got so much on my side that they were laughing at me analyzing. And I did like a whole other set analyzing the bombing.
I love that.
Okay, because I was going to say, you might have... I did that
No,
also once in Florida when I was bombing, and I walked off stage and I sat down with a couple at one of those like round top tables and was just like, what do you suppose is happening? Why?
But that's hilarious. That's like,
Okay.
you've turned it around. You're adjusting in the moment. You're responding to what's happening. I can't think. I mean, I am thinking of one specific example of this that that got my goat, which was, it's a charity night. You know, people are doing their sets. There's people that have to go on after this guy, and he goes on, and his stuff was sort of borderline offensive and just not that fun. And then he so he sat down on the stage and he started singing something, but he kept saying, "Oh, all the comics in the back are loving this. Like, you guys are just dumb. You don't get it," basically. And none of the comics were laughing either. And it was like, he milked it he went way over his time. And it was just like, oh my God, that's when it becomes like I think in his mind, he was doing this avant-garde, like, yeah, fuck it. These, you know, they don't get it. I don't know. Anyway.
No.
Anyways.
That's interesting to hear, because when you're saying that, I've thought, I was thinking like, well, I feel like I've done some things like that could be something where you'd be like, yeah, I'm not into that. Or
But you're doing it with love, almost like like a scientist, like what is going wrong here? And then you're pivoting and you're improvising and it's funny and it's not like I'm right and you're wrong. Like,
No,
and
I
I'm
always
gonna-
assume they are
yeah.
fully right. fully right.
Yeah.
Well, should we hear Ed's answer?
Yeah.
Oh, shit,
let's
yeah.
do it.
All right, I made it to my hotel here in Chicago, and I have an amazing view of pickleball courts.
All right.
That's so funny. I know nothing about pickleball except that people are passionate about it. I don't know. It's kind of polarizing. The courts are adorable. But hey, I got to answer this question. So my answer to the question, I know that that I sort of conjured the question in the context of like travel frustrations and whatnot. That's what kind of got me thinking about it. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized the mundane hill that I will die on is not travel related. It is food related. Now, the other crazy thing about my answer is that I actually say the opposite in the book that I just wrote. So hear me out. The mundane hill that I will die on is that pizza is better with pineapple. Pineapple belongs on pizza.
That's right.
Yeah,
Wow.
you heard me. That's right. Now, I made the opposite claim in a little aside in the book. I realized I was talking about terrible things and snafus, and I made the easy joke that that pineapple on pizza is a national tragedy. I only said that because I know that's how most people feel, and honestly, I was pandering. I was pandering to the reader. But the truth is, I love pineapple on pizza. And you should too, because it is perfection. The tanginess of the cheese, the saltiness of the cheese, and the crunch of the crust is juxtaposed so perfectly with the sweetness and the tenderness of a little yellow ring of pineapple. It's also aesthetically beautiful on anything. So it's just such a lovely thing to add to any dish. But I have to say, pineapple on pizza creates the perfect culinary manifestation of yin and yang, the salty and the sweet, the triangle of the slice and the circle of the pineapple. That is a mundane hill I will die on.
All right. I agree. I love
was
it.
poetry.
I love pineapple on pizza, and I love his passion for it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have no problem with a pineapple on my pizza.
You're
Okay.
coming down and you're neither here nor there.
I'm fine with it. I like pizza. Stephanie, Max, and Finn live for pizza. And I'm like, this is good. And my father, he used to be an assistant manager at a pizza restaurant.
Yeah.
And so I had my fill of pizza and I'm just like, yeah, it's good. And
Yeah.
throw whatever on it. I'm fine.
Uh-huh.
I'm with Ed. And that was great.
That was awesome. Yeah. What a
Mhm.
treat.
I love Ed Helms. I
Well,
love
what
Ed
do you guys
Helms.
what do you guys have coming up?
September 9th is the day today of my premiere of Wayward at TIFF at the film festival.
Woohoo!
But the show doesn't come out till September 25th. But
Everybody watch it.
everybody watch it. I'm doing all that. But then also September 17th, I'm at Largo in LA with very special guests. So come hang out and yeah, just get pumped for Wayward. What about you guys?
Well, I'm going to be at the Dynasty Typewriter in Los Angeles on September 21st. And then I'll be at the Beau Rivage Resort and Casino. If you are in Biloxi, Mississippi on September 27th or anywhere nearby, or even nearby the state of Mississippi, I hope you come on out because I am from Mississippi. And so people are always like, why don't you do Mississippi? I'm doing Mississippi. And I have done Mississippi. Oh, also October 11th, I'll be at the Eccles Theater in Salt Lake City, Utah for the Equality Utah Allies Gala. And yeah, go to tignotaro.com for all of my live tour dates. And don't forget to make a note, November 14th on Apple TV. Come see me in The Good Light, the documentary with Andrea Gibson and Meg Fowley will be premiering?
I'm going to be in San Antonio and Houston, Texas soon, Norfolk and Richmond, Virginia, DC, Boston, Mobile, New Orleans, Atlanta, Chicago, Salt Lake City, Charlotte, North Carolina, a bunch of places. So you can go to my website, fortunefeimster.com, for that.
Incredible. Also, make sure that you subscribe to our podcast, also the YouTube channel. And please, if there is an episode you love, pass it along, share it with somebody that you think would enjoy being a part of this very handsome community. And we have merchandise at handsomepod.com.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And until next time,
Keep
it
it
handsome.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first.
Like, to check that when you're taking a shower at your hotel, that there aren't any clear glass windows to the room, or worse, to the outdoors before you wash your parts.
Checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
That was a HeadGum podcast.